welcome back. This week we'll be tackling the Siege of Jackson. I've reconstituted my army following Gettysburg. Mostly just stripped off some of these units. In fact, I forgot, let me de-equip the sniper rifles because I don't want that to happen again. Skirmishers, Gettysburg, really annoying. Gear-wise, I took points in economy instead of logistics this time, solely because the armory had just refilled and I wanted to buy a bunch of stuff. Minor savings, which, you know, adds up over time. Not that I really need it, but you never know. So. Siege of Jackson. The fortress city of Vicksburg has fallen to General Grant's army, and our western defenses are progressively collapsing. The capital of Mississippi, the city of Jackson, has been pillaged by General Sherman's corps before a month, and its railroad connections have been destroyed. That's a little awkward. I think I know what they're saying, but... Although Jackson's strategic importance has been severely lessened, it is the next barrier of defense versus the Western Union forces. The Confederate Secretary of War has directed you to move one of your corps to Jackson to reinforce the garrison. Before you manage to set up your brigades, it is reported that Sherman is advancing towards the city from the east. You must quickly man the western fortifications of the city and repel the attackers. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If he's coming from the east, why do I need to man the western fortifications? Right? Like, okay. If we defeat the Federal Army, then we could buy enough time to organize our forces in Jackson and head west to recapture Vicksburg. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, so looks like a pretty standard spread out defense, which is bad. The way my army is constructed, I don't have enough brigades to really man every single point. I'm definitely going to pull back to at least this ring here instead of this potential outer ring, like this clump. I'm just going to give up on this clump of trees. Probably going to give up these this line, even if the river's right there, which would have made it really good. I may even pull back even further to this center ring and make my defense there. Let's look at the terrain first. General, you've been assigned to man the entrenchments west of Jackson and stop Sherman's advance. The offensive works start from this area and end here, and then all the way up to there. We don't have enough forces to occupy the whole fortification network, so we need to wisely decide where to focus our defenses. The rest of your brigades will arrive shortly from this direction. Sherman's main attack is effective from this direction, but you most certainly try to surround us using his numerical superiority. Okay. Yeah, there's no way. I can't hold that with one corps. Especially not since I combine. I just don't have the frontage to do it. In fact, this is going to stretch me really thin versus having to watch here and watch here. Definitely give up here. Like, these are ridiculous barricades. Definitely give up on these. I mean, these look good, right? Like, taking advantage of this river would be really strong, but then it exposes the flank all the way down here, which means you need to hold all the way out down to here, or like put an anchor brigade right here. That's it. In either way, you would still need to go extend out here. That's tough. I don't think that makes sense. So I am going to pitch the defense basically right on the flag. I'm going to put my best brigade here, best combined division, one. Probably one more if I can find a good cover spot, like right here. And these wheat fields are really annoying. Like, why is there always just randomly, you know, spots that give the enemy cover? Okay, sure, whatever. Like one here, watching this way, one here, and then just circle in and give defensive depth here. That'll also let my artillery do the most work. I'm giving up on all of these fortifications because I don't feel that I can defend them. So don't need you. Don't need you yet. I mean, those units would be good to try and get around, but I want to basically suck up the enemy's frontline brigades first, and then take the cavalry. A, because they're faster, so when they're reinforcements, that makes a lot of sense. B, then once the enemy's frontline brigades have been sucked in, they can try and just swoop directly into the back line. That's something that has potential. Anyway, so we're gonna set the main defense here. Where's my first div? Okay. Perfect. Right here. Second div right here. Okay, third div right here, and I'll find probably like right here. Yeah. Okay. One artillery here. 2, 3, 4, and just basically clump them up here. These guys can shift, one of them over here, one of them up here just as a reserve. And these guys will also just basically run straight back up that way. Okay, I think it looks pretty good. So they said the main attack was coming from, is it down here, I think? I don't know if I trust it. Okay. sure my forces are in the right place. Keep this brigade in the center as the reserve. Skirmishers offset on the sides. I should probably keep one right here just in case. I think they can still provide vision that way. And yeah, we're just gonna sit here. I don't have enough forces to hold everything else, so. 70% cover, 73, 71, 79, that's okay. It's okay, it's not ideal, but I'll take it. It's better. 7. More of their troops making their way in. Yep. So this also gives this unit the freedom to push north slightly if they actually make it like wide around this flank. You can see that even here, I just 'cause I'm short a little bit, just don't quite have what I would like to hold it. Maybe would have been better to not take a last combined division given the terrain and just take a couple more normal brigades, but I'm actually running low on those. Got a little bit too many veterans, which have entirely withered away. Found our weak point. No, they haven't. I'm sitting right here, buddy. Please charge me. I beg you. Oh, I should check the objective. Hold Jackson's defenses and inflict at least 5 more casualties in the enemy. That should be pretty easy. It's the ones where you can't lose your like half your army that occasionally could be troublesome if you're not paying attention. Okay, looks like they finally have vision. I don't really want to let them just get shot for free, but charging. And they just completely weather away. That's good. I'm a little surprised they actually managed to do that much, but sure. Reinforcements have arrived. Okay, pause. Alright, so I know there's artillery coming in from like all the way over here, but I don't know what else is out there. So I kind of want to have them sort of leak out this way, but I need them to just not really anchor this line, but keep an eye out here. So until these guys get in, I can't do that. It would be really nice to get up there and be able to like kill some of their back line. It's probably better to just play around down here instead. So. Oh, and yet more forces make their way in. Okay. Hello. You're going to die. Cavalry, they can basically wolf pack just like this. If I find a lone brigade that doesn't have enough support, just kill them. Back in cover. That's the problem when taking cover in this tiny little gap of woods or excuse me, buildings right there. So finally. The cover's not as good here, but they need more benefit from being in line with these guys so they can get supported better. That makes a difference. Pull back slightly because we're getting winged by artillery. I had somebody with computers right here. I forgot to get weapons. They shouldn't have 55s. They have at least have 69. Oops. What are you doing? Don't over pursue. being fairly cautious. I still have a moderate manpower advantage. Dealt about, say, call it 7,000 casualties. One gun battery down. I've taken 2,000. Not great, but I've said this many times. My target on defense is a 10 to 1. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Alright, good. Cavalry's done. See, like, this is the kind of thing where, like, the problem is I'm being enveloped, because otherwise, in a situation like this, I'd love to start nibbling away at these units on the flank. You know, I've demonstrated this before, where you can just find vulnerable units like this. I see artillery. Screw these guys. They're sitting there taking shots. Please don't chase me. Yeah, there's some artillery. Starting to get closer to numbers parity, which is good, because that's around the time when, you know, since once numbers are even, shifting to offense is perfectly fine by me. The terrain is just so bad. I've let them take up this surrounding utterly murderous these guys are, and you get to look and shoot dispensers. You just sit here and they just kill everything. It's ridiculous. With one brigade basically to effectively protect them. These guys can't shoot while they're stuck in melee. And they're on too. I think I'm catching a little bit of friendly fire. Yeah, I'm catching a little bit of friendly fire. Whatever. And I'm getting some artillery from out here, so I'm going to circle all the way around. So those two. Leave the skirmishers here. A little bit of ship. I may have actually lost a gun from this. Not the end of the world. I have more than enough guns at this point. What are you doing? I'm going to let them run out that way because I don't want to. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so yep, it's basically dead even at this point. You can see I've eaten my way through a lot of their artillery. I could well probably keep fighting this. I don't know that it's worth it though. Some of these units are really starting to take a beating. Some of these guys are okay though. Yeah, if I really wanted to fix my ratio, at this point the battle is so much easier that I could sort of turn this around. I don't think these guys have any weapons I care about. I don't really need to farm experience, so I think I will just end it here. Yep. Okay. So basically, you add in the cavalry and the artillery, maybe up to 4-to-1 at most. Ratio's getting worse, but the Confederate campaign does get harder as you go along. Sort of stands to reason. The terrain wasn't spectacular. It was okay, but it wasn't spectacular. And they mostly stacked up on top of each other instead of sort of spreading out and doing wave attacks. So couldn't really press home that advantage. And I had the wrong gun on one unit. Fix that ASAP. See, this is the kind of battle where, because they're not really pressing really that hard, I get time to take my artillery, take my cavalry around, and basically have fun with them. Sort of using melee cavalry as bullet catchers, non-ideal To be perfectly honest, usually there should be another couple skirmishers, but because of the frontage, and I took some early hits with them, I didn't have the skirmishers available to sort of pair with these guys. Not the end of the world. Since I changed my thinking to put just basically fresh melee cavalry in and just feed them rookies, it's not a big deal. Okay, nothing there. Captures some parrots, which I don't care about. 63s, that's good though. 55s, that's fine. Sure, I'll take some Lamots. Okay. Alright, thanks for watching.